you guys know, the first class we went over fire drills and knockdowns, correct? Is anyone not here for that? No? Okay. So a lot of this stuff we're going to go over is going to be repetitive of what you guys just went over in the assembly. First thing to lead off is no phones. You guys obviously know there are no phones allowed in this area or anywhere in school. If you have one, keep it in your locker. Don't even bring it. Don't show up because we will take it. All right? Don't bring your phones. Passes. You must have a yellow pass wherever you go in the hallway. If you're going to the bathroom, you need a yellow pass. If you are going to get your Chromebook out of your locker, you need a yellow pass, right? So, general physical education rules. Always be prepared and active every day. Whether it's inside, outside, or swimming, you all must participate in our physical education class. How do you think you should dress if you think we're going to go outside? Yeah. Athletic clothes. What if it's a little chilly? Yeah. Yeah, a sweatshirt, right? What should you have on your feet? Yeah. Shoes at all times. Do we wear Crocs? Do we wear Hey Dudes? What about slides? No? Yeah.
What about Crocs and sport mode?
No, we're not wearing Crocs in sport mode. That is not a thing. No Crocs in sport mode. So you are able to use the lockers that are in the locker room. If you want to use one and you want to keep your stuff safe, bring a lock, bring your own lock. But when you leave, bring that lock with you and take your stuff with you. Do not leave it here. Just take it with you. You're also not going to share a locker with anyone. Why would we not share a locker? That or what else? Yeah. Yep. What about if me and you are sharing a locker and I put my shoes in your locker and you leave to go home or to go to a dentist appointment? How am I going to get my shoes? I'm going to have to wait till the next day, right? So I won't have shoes for gym and then I'm going to be unprepared, right? So that's why we're not going to share. If you want to use a locker here, bring your own. Don't share one, all right? You guys are in the middle school now, right? So how should we react in the gym or in the locker room especially? Sure, exactly. Should we be inappropriate in the locker rooms? No, right? No chewing gum. It's a safety hazard. We don't want you guys to run around and choke up a piece of gum. It's not good. Yeah. What are the locker rooms for? To keep your stuff in between class, between gym if you would like. You don't have to. If you do use one or if you don't want to, keep your stuff in your locker before you come here, okay? But if you want to keep your stuff locked up in there before your next class, keep going, right? And make sure we're being respectful at all times. You want to treat people how you want to be treated, right? Another thing you heard in the assembly is jewelry. So there's no jewelry allowed in the gym if you don't want injuries happening, getting choked by your necklace. No rings, no watches, no smart watches.
Pardon the interruption. On-site, cross-country, campus today, and high school. Thank you.
So if you have like bracelets with beads on it, put those in your locker. You don't want them to break and scatter all over the place. For the girls, what about hoop earrings? Why is that a bad thing? Yeah. Yeah, so there was an incident once where a girl, her hoop earring got caught on a volleyball net and she pulled and ripped her earring off. Ripped it right out of the ear. You think that was a mess? Not good, right? That probably hurt, right? So that's why we don't do that. It's not because we don't like you or we don't want you to do it. It's for safety, alright? Yeah. That's why you don't wear jewelry? Yeah. So,
I have like a really tiny hoop earring.
I would say take those out. It's just a safety hazard. We don't want you to hurt your ear. So medical notes. If you do not feel good and you come to gym class, we are going to send you to the nurse, and they are going to talk to your parents. If you actually are sick, you go home for the day. Should you come back with a note saying you were sick, right? Because we don't want you to be faking it. Say you tell your friend, hey, I'm gonna get out of class today. I'm gonna tell them I'm sick, and then you're faking it, right? We don't want that. So if you do feel sick, you don't participate in gym. All you have to do is get a note from your parents saying you were sick, and then you'll be good for that class. If you're gonna miss 2 or more classes, then we're gonna need a note from the nurse and your parents, and then on that note, we're gonna need a date of return. So if you say you break your leg and you're out for 2 weeks, you're gonna have to come back and give us a note of how long you're out for and when you can participate in gym. When we do our swimming unit, it won't be for a little while, but what are some things you should bring with you? Yes, right. A swimsuit, what else? Yes. Goggles if you would like them, yes, but they have to have your name on them so no one takes them. Yes. A towel, and what else? Extra change of clothes, right. Okay, so grading. How we're gonna grade you in this class. Effort is a big thing we're gonna emphasize in our class. For example, if you can do 5 push-ups, but you don't feel like doing it today, you only do 2 and want to go talk with your friends. But Zoe here can only do 3, and she tries for 4. Who's gonna get the better grade? Zoe, right? She tried, but he didn't want to do them. Another thing we're going to grade you on is character. How you're behaving in class, and what type of decisions are you making? Are you just sitting in the corner talking to friends, or are you encouraging your friends to go out and play kickball and enjoy class? We're always going to play with honesty and integrity. We don't want to ruin games for other kids. Like I said earlier, treat people how you want to be treated. You don't want someone to ruin your game, so don't ruin theirs. Preparation. Your sneakers, like I said earlier, they need to be tied, no Crocs, no slides. Make sure you have sneakers on, and make sure you're wearing the right attire. If we're in the gym, have some shorts and a t-shirt so you're not sitting there in a sweatshirt and pants all warm. Your fitness stations, like I said earlier about your effort. When we're doing something, when we're doing stations, just try your best. That's all we're asking from you. We're not asking for a lot. We're not saying seeing you can do as many pull-ups as the other person. Just try your best. And communication with your parents. We always have your parents' numbers. You can always communicate with them. It's not always going to be a bad thing if you communicate with them. It could be good things too. If you're good in class, we're going to praise you for that. If you're bad, we're going to tell you that. And we're going to tell your parents, okay? And intramurals. So they will be, what are intramurals for this class?
Monday, Tuesday after school, Wednesday mornings, Thursday after school, and Friday mornings. But we're gonna send you a schedule next week, and you'll get all that information in your WITS email account. Raise your hand if you check your WITS email. You should check your WITS email twice a day.
And we expect you to act how you act for class and intramurals. Show your best effort. Do your best. Okay? Good.
Anything, Mr. Lester?
Very excited. Ready to go. Make sure you bring those sneakers. You talk about water bottles?
I did not.
Okay, so this is kind of one of those things I like talking